I do. You okay? How's everyone doing? You alright? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. No, welcome. And just getting started up. It's very cold today. How's everyone doing? Wind blowing, a gale. Welcome. Oh, let me just turn off that. Welcome. Turn off that. Just wanted to make sure we get the audio. We got audio. So see you in a few minutes. Seconds. Don't go away. Alright, we're back again. Alright, I have 2 minutes, 2 seconds, minutes, whatever, on my guitar before I start work, because I've been at work all day, and I've just cooked myself a nice steak. Had that, had a bit of birthday cake, daughter's birthday, and I've come up here before I start to fall asleep to do some more work on my own projects. Okay. Right. Enough of that. Right. Okay. If you haven't realised, you know I'm a bit mad. Yeah. Bit mad. You've got lots of stuff going on all at once. Right, crazy stuff. Day job as well. Anyway. Right, so where do we get to? Yeah. So before I start to fall asleep, I want to do a little bit of a change to the web interface. I'm not quite happy. I decided with this. Oh, you can't see it. Let me show it. Yeah, hang on. Yeah, this is what we've got so far. I'm not quite happy because it's great on a mobile phone because it shrinks that far. You can't see it. It shrinks up to there. But when you do that, obviously I need to fill in the rest of this, don't I? So I need to do something with that. I'm not quite sure what actually, but maybe I can put something in the background. I've got something in my eye today because I was so unlucky. I cut a piece of my nail and it flipped up into my eye, and I think it's still in there all day, unless it was just where it hit. Anyway, right. So let's sort this out because I don't like this blue anymore. I decided. So I want black all the way across. Now this is a gradient thing, so let's get onto that. Let's run up Visual Studio Code with Platform IO. Thank you very much, Platform IO. I don't know what I've done without you, but anyway. Right, so let's get on to this. Try and find it. I was trying to keep this quick because I've got to add some more features to it. More feature creep. Oh my god. Feature creep. What's happened to me? Oh yeah. Camera seems to have moved as well. Oh well. I know why it's moved, because it was set up when I had my taskbar on. So let's correct that little oversight. Right, let's correct that little oversight now. Okay, is that corrected? Yes. Okay, let's lock it. Right, here we're locked. Right. So anyway, how you doing? Hope you're doing okay on your ESP32 projects. I was an Atmel man up until a while back, and spoke to Andrea Space, and said that I was still using Arduino Mega, and he goes, "Why are you still using that? Well, you should be using ESP32. I had some ESP32 stuff, but never bothered with it. But anyway, since going over, I've never really looked back. But doesn't mean to say we've abandoned the AT Mega. Just not at the minute. So anyway, right. So let's get on with this. So what we're after. How can I get that up again? Right. Yeah. So what we're after is, for starters, I don't like this gap now, because I put this gap in on purpose here. 4 pixels, 4 pixels. I no longer like it, but I might have to change this black bar because it's taken away from this. I don't know if once I join it up, you'll see what I mean in a minute. And also need to do something with this area here. Need this filling out. I can't make it, well, maybe I could just make that blue black, see what happens. Yeah. Should we try that? Should we try just that? Because I'm trying to keep the program size very low. So let's just try that. Here we go then. So what we're going to have to do is go up to the CSS code for that area there. And I can't, because I've got rid of my notes off here. I can't tell which is the blue. Title nav, that's the red. FF4. I suppose the quickest way is to copy and paste that into the, I think that's it. That's blue, or is that yellow? Active. Right, let's just make this black. So let's say so we've got, let's copy that a minute. Just make that black. So we go 0 0 0 0 0. Probably could just put 1 0 in. Right, let's compile that, send it up to the old ESP32, which is sat down here. Just here it is, plugged in with all this get up going around the place here. Yeah, so here it is. And I started shivering now. It's that cold in here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why is it cold? I made a mistake of turning the heater off during 12 and 4:30 today, and it needed that to keep the house going. So I could turn it up, but we'll have to just try to shiver through it. Good, use a few calories up shivering. Right, I'm just gonna, you can't see that, so I'll go back to it. It's starting to write to the device. I don't need to see it anymore anyway until later on. So what we're going to do is just write that and see if it's changed the right thing. Otherwise, undo it. Can't actually remember now because I've got this CSS code, and I don't want to put comments in it because I'm trying to keep the file size down, if you know what I mean. Right, here we go. Let's have a look then. So we'll have to log out. Oh, it's just changed the wrong thing. Okay, that's why I just go undo. Undo. Right, so that's the wrong one. So where would it be? Is it that one? Title nav. Copy and go 0 0 0 0 0. One another 0. Is that enough zeros? I don't know. Yeah, another 0. Okay. Right, let's try again. It's a bit trial and error. Trial and error, trial and error, trial and error. So you doing okay today? I've just been doing all sorts of stuff today. What have I been doing today? All sorts of stuff. So someone's software issue out with a roll call not printing out on a faxing system. Printer server has been changed, something to that effect. So anyway, we sorted that out. Computer was really rubbish. It was running on, crawling around. It's supposed to be a Windows 8.1 computer. It's got Windows 10 latest edition updates. It's just put it to a crawl basically. Even thought it might could do with a solid state hard drive. But right, let's finish that. Anyway, I had a look and we already had one in it, so that wasn't it. Right, so here we go. Back over to it. Let's see what we've changed. Ready? Oh, we've changed the wrong one. So we've changed the yellow. So right, this is not doing good. Oops. Right, we're back again. So we've got to find the one with the blue. It's not that one. It's not that one. Top nav, hidden background color. I wonder if it is that color. 3-3. Red, green. No, blue's not specified. Alright, it's not that one. We tried that one. So where is it? Where is it? I wonder. Background color. That's not it. Right, so no, it's none of this. So where is it? I lost it. Div. Is that it? Red, green, blue. Yeah, that's it there. Right, so we'll cut. That's the one. Div 1. I think. So let's make that to 0000 and upload that. Oh dear, it's cold today. Anyway, all aboard for the Skylark. Come on, all aboard. So I got. Rub your hands, freezing cold, tired. Sorry, didn't mean to yawn. Sorry. Anyway, I've adjusted the volume levels today. As some of the volume levels have gone wide. I basically swapped a Focusrite driver from a Focusrite driver back to a Microsoft driver, and messed the system up. Right, hang on. Let's get onto that. Right, we're writing. That's it. Yeah, trial and error. Ah, dear. Anyway, let's get this sorted out. See what we can do with it. Let's see if it's right. So we've got a black background. We're changing the right thing. Let's just have a look at that. Right. So yeah, probably needs to be a bit close to that color. It's a bit too black. At least we found the right one. So we want that kind of color. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go into. We'll pick a color. We'll take a color. Now, the problem I got is okay, so we could just choose the color of that. So let's find the gradient. So I know it's that one. Let's find gradient. Find the gradient. What do? Here it is, gradient. Here's your colors. Gradient. Dark grey. So it's just called black and dark grey. Okay. I don't know whether. Yeah, I should be able to do dark grey. CSS, it should know what dark grey is, shouldn't it? Let's do dark grey. Where has it gone? Have I lost it again? Lost it again. There it is. So we're going to go to dark grey. Okay, let's try that. See what it's like. And yeah, welcome everyone's watching Netflix. I think they're all watching Netflix. Can't blame them if they can find something they haven't already watched on there. Sort of something to watch, I suppose. Right, what are we doing? Waiting for this to link. Come on, you can do it. Right. I don't like this idea of trial and error, but this is what the problem with colours, unless you open colour pickers and stuff and all that kind of extra stuff on the go. Right, let's get back over to it. Right, let's go like that. Right, so we've got a grey screen now. We could do with another gradient, couldn't we? I wonder if we can apply a gradient to that. Should be able to. I know it's going to be a gradient from there all the way to there. It's not going to be a gradient from there to there. But I don't know, unless I do a gradient from all the way to there to there. Don't know. So that's a little bit less harsh on the eye, but still weird. Right, so still not happy. Still not happy. Right, so okay, let's so dark grey, that's where we want to change it now. Let's go back to gradient. Let's see what gradient's doing for us here. Right, gradient. So you've got gradient, size of the thing. Background image is a linear gradient brush. Right, okay. I suppose I could just copy that bit. Copy that bit. Background colour green. Why have I got green and then that? Don't get that. Anyway, let's just take it up to the div. Where is the div? There it is. Let's put it in here. Background. Right, let's just keep that. Oh, we did have green on here. On the other one. Right, let's just go with it. See what it does. I'm not sure you can do a gradient brush to a div. Or was that a div down there? I can't remember what it was now. What's the gradient? Oh, it's just a gradient, isn't it? It's just class of gradient. Yeah, so it's not div, it's a div 1. It's just called div, isn't it? Yeah, div. Right, okay. Yeah, so let's try that. Right. It's very cold today. What is going on? Warm in the day, cold at night, windy again. I think it must have been an eye on the storm today. When it went calm and no rain. Right, here we go. Nearly done. Right, so let's see what we got now. Oh, there you go. That's better. So, I'm just wondering whether I could lose this grid altogether. How about if I lose this gradient, but keep this bit because it needs to be able to stay in the middle. That might work, mightn't it? Shall we try it? That might be the answer. Right, okay. Now the only problem is, because it depends on the size, as long as it's darker here and lighter up there, it goes lighter as you go across. So I might have trouble with the icons not showing, but they're not showing now anyway. So right, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll try that. We'll try and lose the grid on that. So let's go to the bit of code. See which one we got on it. Right, so we've got our header. Right, so we've got we've got our gradient. Oh, it's on a span. A gradient span, right. So we could lose the gradient. We can't lose the span. Right, so let's go back to the gradient. Where are you, gradient? Yeah. So we've got our size. We need to keep the size. We need to keep everything else about it. We could probably lose. What happens if we lose this bit? Shall we try it? Let's cut that bit off. And just upload that and see if it sees behind, shows the back. It should show the background, shouldn't it? Should show the background and still show all the icons and everything in the right order. If that does it, that'll be a bonus because we achieved what we want to do and we've sorted one issue out. That's a bit of a gripe. Okay. Should call this channel Trial and Error, really. Trial and Error. C++. ESP32 web interface trial and error. At least I got it down as quick as I can. I should just be. I can do all this in on an online tool, just to test stuff. But I was doing that the other day actually. But anyway, right. Okay, so go back. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that! Look at that! So we've got what we wanted. Yeah, we've got to change these icon colours, but we've got what we wanted. We've maintained this bit here, and we haven't lost anything. Actually, I can see that better than I could see the other one. Right. Oh yeah, so it's gone a bit there, but up there it's because it get lighter over this side. So we can either tinker around with it. Get lighter and lighter. Now I think we should leave it as it is. All right. I could do with a gradient from the bottom going dark and lighter at the top, and not going across or across that way. But anyway, let's have a look at the gradient. So the gradient, yeah, it's not even a gradient anymore, is it? Right, what should we call it? And call it console. Right, so we're going to call that console. We're going to go down to here, and where it says gradient, we're going to change it to, where's it gone? Well, we're done with it. Footer, header, right. Gradient is now changed to console. Okay. So it's just the console, and the div we need to change to header gradient. I'll leave it like that for now. I ain't bothered. Right, so we got that. Now can we do anything with the gradient to make it less of a problem? Where are you, div? Where you gone? Lost the div. There it is. So div, we've got green. I don't know if that made a difference. Does that even need to be in there? Linear gradient to top right, black. So I don't want to do to top right. I want to go to top right to top. Can you do top? Right, let's just take out the right, see what happens. Ready? Learning all the time. How do you do, everyone? Everyone okay? Everyone welcome. Yes, Dave's working on his project after he's been to work all day, but and he's had his tea, and he just wants to do a bit of work before he starts getting tired on his own project. So he's messing around with ESP32, changing his web API. He's about to miss the fact that he needs to press the button. Right, that's it. We're just uploading that, so we'll bring up. Yeah, we just got a console going on here to match the main software, and we've just changed this so it's all the same color. Actually, we can lose the margins now as well. I put a 4mm margin in it. Let me see if we can find that margin. Now the margin will be on the one we called console. Oh no, it's not there, so we can lose that. I think I know where I did it. I made something 8 pixels bigger than the width of the gradient. If I can find it again. Where can I find it? 5 pixels border radius. logo. Top left. No, that's not that one. Div. Oh, let's just see whether it made a difference to the gradient. That's what I was trying to do. No drop frames, touch wood. Okay, so let's expand this open. Let's go like, oh, right, that's it. So, yeah, has it kept it pretty uniform across? Yeah, I think it has, but I'm not sure if I like it. Not sure if I like that. So it's going light to dark. Maybe it's okay. It'll probably do the trick, I think. Just change these icons now. They're a bit need to be darker. Yeah. I wonder if I could get rid of some of the. Oh yeah, because I got to. Let me get rid of those extra pixels. Height. 1 Yeah, so I think that's the height of the gradient. So let's take off 8 pixels. So it's 4 take off 8 pixels, so it should leave 3. 0, 3. Right, and let's make the gradient. Oh, it's dark grey. It's setting grid. I don't think you need the green. Let's try that and upload that and see what we've got then. Yes, try and error this one. That's probably a better way of doing it anyway. Right, so I just want this to be the same on the screen here as it is on a phone without the border. And we can alter sizes of stuff. I need to add into it an extra setting here called the outputs or egress time. I'll probably call it egress times actually. So you can alter the egress time. Right. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, you can do wonders with an ESP32 web interface. So serving its own web page basically. You can access all the settings and all the rest of it. Right, let's see what we've got here. So just log out. Right, so we've gone too far. Gone too far there. The tops didn't seem to change, did it? So go back. Oh, I can't go back now. So the top never seemed to change. So let's have a look at that. Right, we didn't change the colour none. Not sure if I like top to top. What happens if you put to bottom? To bottom. Black and dark grey. Alright, so we've got 103 pixels. Button table, right. So that was 111. It wasn't quite right. We seem to have a margin. Not quite sure. Oh, it's probably the gradient that's got the margin. So let's change the gradient. Well, it's not gradient anymore. It's called console. Let's change that. Console. Right, there's no margin on it. Right, so what I've done wrong. Let's go down to this header. Right, here's the head of it. So we've got div, center div. Right, so this one called center div. Let's find it. Here it is, center div. Padding 4 pixels. So we need to make that. We need to take that off. We don't want no pics. We don't know padding. Let's. We're gonna either change it. Just take it off. Trying to save memory, storage space. So every command in there is another waste of memory. Waste of bytes. Each character is a byte. So yeah. It's storing it in program memory, but nonetheless, it's still storage space that's going. So, right, so you can see why this just took a long time to develop. It's a trial and error. unless you're a top-notch mathematician, you could probably work it out before you do trial and error. Well, I can't do that. I'm not a mathematician, so I would have been a millionaire probably. If I was, right, drink. Welcome aboard, everyone. Right. I'm just chilling out, doing some programming. Right. Okay, everyone's alright there, yeah, right. Right, let's just refresh this. Right, so we've got, yeah, all the dark area has gone to the top and the white area at the bottom. You can see these better now, but now I can't see this stuff. Yeah, it looks horrible, doesn't it? So I'll tell you what I need. I need a not so white area. I think this gradient works better going from left to right, doesn't it? Right, let's change the gradient. Where is the gradient? It's called div1, isn't it? Here it is. So we didn't need that background color now. We'll change the color. The pixels are okay now, I think. Let's just double check. Yeah, right at the bottom. That's okay though. Oh, we've still got a bit of a top going on. No, is that where I left it? Maybe that's where I put it. That's okay. Yeah, I can't see the head on the little man now. So we need to lose the black and darken down the grey. So we need a colour picker. Let's go online and get a colour picker. Right, let's get a colour picker. There we go. Colour picker. Alright, so we want a, let's just choose this one. Alright, so we've got eyes. That's a nice colour, isn't it? That's a nice ending colour, actually. Yeah. So where is that colour? There. Oh, is that it? Right, I need it in a hex. Suppose that will do. I'll just take the commas out. Right, so let's go back to the change our ending colour, which is dark grey. So we're going to do hash. Let's get rid of this stuff. Okay, that should do that. Right. Oh no, that has to be like that. Right. Now the black, it's a bit too black for what we're after, so go back to our colour picker and choose, where are we? Where's the black? Over here. Alright. It's a bit blue in it. Doesn't matter. Don't know. No, so we want black, don't we? How do you choose black? Right, go in the corner. Come on. What's going on with this thing? This thing doesn't seem to work properly, does it? What's it doing? Ah, it's not serving me correctly. Hang on. Oh, it's changed to green now. Right. Oh my god. What's going wrong with the colour picker? Oh my god, let's find another one. Let's find one that works. Alright, so we want to start with a... Oops, come on back. What are you doing? Black. Oh my god, what's this doing? Right. So that's even worse, isn't it? That one. Right, let's find another one. Okay, right, so we've got a black. Black down here. Black down there, so we've got our black. Maybe that'll do. It's more of a red, isn't it? Hang on, let's start with the black. So we start with here. So we go over here. Not too much darkness. Right, so where's our colour? There. Okay, so we're going to go on that one. and we're going to change the black to that one. Right, now we're going from to bottom. I'll leave it like that for now. Let's upload it, see what's going on. What was that then? What was it showing me then? Just can't go anywhere now with someone trying to sell you some advert. Anyway, I found a good tool for your browser if you use Firefox. Now YouTube won't let you doesn't like you block ad blocker, so I don't mind the ads. It's just where you have to keep clicking skip the next advert gives you option to skip. So anyway, I found a tool. It's an add-on, and it skips for you, and it works well as well. And it's making it bearable now again. It's making it bearable, so I satisfy YouTube wanting me to see an advert without having to look through the ones that want to skip, which is good. And if you just search for skip advert automation, it'll show you. Right, so let's get back up to this. So right, so we've got a bit of black area now. What have we done? Might be too black. I'm not so sure if I like the dark going to white. I probably like the other way around. I don't know. Right, I can see it all though, and I can shrink it, but it's maybe a bit too dark. Okay, so let's alter these a little bit. Alright, so let's go to top and see what that looks like. Right, it's getting cold in here now. So I've got under my room, I've got an overhang, and they're like wooden slats on the outside, and the wind blows under, and then it comes between the floorboards and then out for the skirting. It's like a blade of rubbish installation on these houses. Anyway, they don't seem to care, you know. People who do these houses, they don't care, do they? Right. Okay, so this is all trivial stuff for colours. It's very boring, but I've got OCD, so I can't bear to look at it. So it needs to be. I did have a gradient, a proper background picture with brushed aluminium, but I don't want to use my precious memory up just for precious memory. Right, let's have a look at that. Oh, that's even darker, isn't it? What's it like? No, it just looks like black. Can't see the black bezel. You can just about. So it's too dark. So we need to raise this one up in less dark. So let's just put one on there, and one on there, and try again. Trial and error. I need to play a guitar or something while I'm waiting on, or keyboard. Play a keyboard. Get the little guitar out. Put a battery in. The trouble is I will forget to press the button. Right, here we go. Guitar. Oop, button, press button time. It's a bit like Crystal Maze, isn't it, when he used to play his that O'Brien bloke, it plays mouth organ or something while he's waiting for the people to do what they've got to do, like. It's not bad for a cheap old 80s thing. I said it was a 70s thing the other day. I think I was delusional. Right, let's try this. Has that changed anything? That's not hardly changed anything. Alright, weird. Okay. So let's go higher. Higher, higher, higher. Let's go 4, 4, 4. That's actually problem because that's lighter than this one. So let's change this one. Let's go 7, 4, and 7. Right, let's go all over again. Right then. Oh, don't miss the thing. Is it too late? No, it's not. Never too late. Oh, it's falling off my lap. Right, let's have a look. Switch it off. Right, switch it off. Oh my god. Right, where are we? I forgot what I was doing there. Right, here we go. Right, what we got now? Oh, we got purple. Oh my god. Where did that come from? Right, let's go back to the colour picker. Let's choose some colours off the colour picker. Right, let's choose the light one. We'll call it sort of that. Right. That doesn't seem very light. Let's put that in anyway under the light one. Just there. And let's choose the dark one. There. Right. I think it's got turned out too dark for some reason. There must be, maybe there's another parameter it's needed. Right. Let's put that there. So something went wrong. Right. I did take out a colour there, so I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it. Right. Let's try again. Try again. Okay. Right, voice. Which voice do we want? We want a sine wave. Where is the old sine wave? Electric piano. You can't see this, can you? Sine wave. Trumpet, flute. Whistle, harmonica. 43, a whistle. Right, 43, so select 43. Alright, let's try that, Louis. What is it now? Yeah, oh well. Right. Okay, let's see what that's done for us. Ready? Dark. Is that too dark? It's just too dark, isn't it? It's too damn dark. It's just too dark, isn't it? Okay, let's go lighter then. It's alright, but it's, I'd rather see a bit more black bezel here. Right, let's go again. Trial and error. Right, we want to go lighter. Lighter, please. So we'll use that one as the lightest one. So what we'll do is we'll copy the lightest one over to the darkest one. And then we'll go on the color picker and pick up a lighter one. And see what that's like. Another trial error. Okay, here we go. Right, upload it again. And play some more Doctor Who. Oh well. Of course, it goes back to the same old voice, doesn't it? So 44. What's that like? I think I need to change the transpose the keys a bit. Is there a transpose on this one? Don't think there is there? Tempo transpose, yeah there is. Right. Let's minus, do you go minus on this thing? Transpose, oh yeah. Right. So transpose, minus again. Alright, let's try that. No, that's dreadful, isn't it? Okay. Right, okay. Here we go. Let's see what we got so far. Bit brighter. Bit lighter. Yeah, I can see the bezel. It doesn't help having that there, does it? That's it. Right, so we can see the black bezel. We can see grey. I can see that text better than I can see down here. So, do we swap it round again, or do we introduce the going across? Tell you what, let's try that. Let's try introducing going across. So top to right. Okay. To top right. So I'm learning CSS code. I'm not even want to learn it. I don't want to learn CSS code, but anyway, I've got no choice. Got to do it. Got to do it. Okay. Let's go again. Where's the wood bass? Synthesizer, jazz organ, harpsichord. Right. Okay. Looks well. I'm playing the cheapest keyboard in the building. Oh well. Right. Anyway, we've done that. Let's have a look. Nothing changed. Did I change anything? Oh, I've got a no. Did anything change? Don't think it did. Did nothing change? That's weird. It's like it never did anything. Right, don't know. Didn't do anything, did it? Right, let's lose that again. Lose that again, and we're gonna go slightly lighter. So let's try this again. Let's swap that over to there. And go and choose another a bit lighter. Okay. A bit lighter. Okay, I'll go again. Alright, that's gonna... Can we play a tune on this? Let's have a look. Alright, what we got? Rock and roll, reggae, 2/4. Voice style, rhythm, effects, parameter, mode, sequence chord, sequencer, voice and style. Style, 2/4. Start. Oh, it's writing anyway. We want single fingered. Oh my god. Right. Okay, what's happened now? Oh, bit horrible. Yeah, is it horrible? Oh my god. What's going on here? Too much. Bit too much. Yeah, too much. So we'll go back to what we had. Undo. Undo. And that's going to have to do for now. We'll leave that. That's it. We'll leave that. Right, what's next on the agenda? Let's keep that and go on to... Yeah, we'll go back to the darker colour. I think we'll leave it at that and I'll get on with this next bit. Right, so I need to add another setting to here for the egress time. Very boring though, but yeah. Let's do it anyway. Right, so let's do it. Alright, so we want to add a... First we go down and add a new button. It has to go all the way down to the settings. Right, settings, content, here it is. So this is... We just need to add a new class in here. Call it... Right, so we're going to change the... Oof, sorry, egress. Egress. Now, is it 1S or 2Gs or 2Ss or I never know. Let's just find out. Let's find out. I suppose it depends where you are in the world. Let's find out. Egress. Is that a word or does it need another S? Needs it. Right. That's not telling us definition and meaning. Is place or means of going out. So 1G and 2 S's. Right. Let's clear that up. Clear that up. 1G and 2 S's. Right. Okay, so that's what we're going to call it. So egress time. Seems a shame just to have a whole thing just for one setting. Egress times. We have actually got a disabled egress time and a normal egress time, so we can set them both together. Right, so we need to go somewhere now, down the list. Right, go down the settings list to the bottom of the settings. We've got to create a new one, set dates. Is that the last one? Yeah, set dates. Right, so this one looks about right. Yeah, this one, we'll use this one. Set the clock content. So we're going to use this code, copy it over again. We're going to copy that. And just put it in at the end over here. Just here. And we're going to call it settings egress. Egress times. That's it. All keep everything logical. So you can, well, try to. So we've got the same menus going on there, no difference there. Right, it's not set clock, it's egress times. That's it. Okay, so form action will be settings set egress times. Oh, I'll just put set egress. That's it. The longer this uses, the more bytes. Every one of these characters takes another byte of your memory up. I tell you what, we'll get rid of this set as well. Settings egress, that'll do. Right. So that button can stay exactly the same because it's going to be a submit button that doesn't submit. It uses this document.form 0.submit JavaScript to submit the form instead of having a submit button. And I want it to have this button instead of a normal submit button. Right, so we need to change something on it. It still says set clock, so we'll have to see. Set clock, save, set, egress, set egress times. That's it. Okay, and set, that's it, that'll do. That can stay the same. Right, so we need to input box. We don't want time and date. We need won't be a time, even though, yeah, I suppose you could pick time. Yeah. Okay. Maybe we could use time. So so we call this one egress time. Oops. Egress time. So that'll be a time picker. Now we'll have another time picker here, exactly the same again. Now the only trouble is that time picker, it lets you pick hours, and we don't want that. We don't want hours. We only want seconds. Yeah, might not be any good. Oh, the time does only lets you pick minutes instead of seconds. That's not going to do us. So we'll just call it text, and we'll ask ChatGPT. Let's go and ask ChatGPT. Let's go and ask ChatGPT. Let's just run up ChatGPT. Right, yeah. Here we are, ChatGPT. Right, ChatGPT. Just post this. See what it says. Looks like yeah. How can I choose input? Oops. Input seconds. Right, to allow the user to input time in seconds, you need to provide an actual input element. You might want to consider using a number type instead of text for. Oh yeah, okay. So number. Added the table element to change the input type to number, ensure that the user can input only numeric values. To set the minimum attribute to 0 to prevent negative values, assuming you don't want negative seconds. The step attribute set to 1 to allow only whole numbers. You will create a numeric input field where users can enter time in seconds. You customize it further, right? So I need to. Okay, so let's have a look what he's done. So for time picker, time in seconds, right? Okay. ID minimum. I wonder if it's got a maximum. Step 1. Okay. Step in 1 seconds. Let's try that. Right. I'm not sure why it's got 4 equals time picker. Okay, well, we'll go with that and see if it makes any difference. We'll go with that. and I'll stick it here for a minute. Right, so we've got label. Let's see what the label. See, that's the label for time picker. Okay, so let's get rid of this. Hold on. Oh, time in seconds. Egress time. I'll leave that then. We'll leave that. So we've got time picker, got minimum. Can we set a maximum seconds? Is there such a field as a max? Don't know. Max, let's say 30 seconds. Step 1 will do. Let's get rid of the time picker. And let's reproduce it down for the second time period here. Actually, oh yeah, because parameter 1, parameter 2, that's fine. Okay, so it won't be date, it'll be disabled egress time. Disabled egress time. What happened to our label for time picker? Did not copy that. Right. Label for time picker. Time in seconds. Okay, I wonder if it will do like, yeah, might use the same one twice. Or can we have 2 time pickers? I should be able to do it. Alright, let's just try it. Maybe I only need 1 label for time pick if we got 2 things called time pick, I don't know. Right, let's just ask ChatGPT something. Oh, I closed ChatGPT. Right. Does it have a max? Yes, you can set the maximum value of input. Yeah. Okay. If I have 2 time pickers, do I need to label label for time picker? Right. If you have 2 time picker input elements and you want to associate each label with its corresponding, it's a good practice to use separate labels for each input. This helps improve accessibility. Here's an example, right? So you need 2. Oh, time picker 1, time picker 2. They're both name of type. Their input box number. Oh, got you. Okay, 360. 3600. Step 1. Why is it showing that? Okay. Right, okay. So ID. Right, okay. Let's go and have a look. So we want got time picker 1, time picker 2, time picker 1, time picker 2, 30 seconds. We egress time label for time picker 1, label for time picker 2. Right, okay. Let's see what we got so far. We won't have anywhere for the submit form to go to, but at least we can see what it looks like. Let's do that. Okay, up we go and see what we got. See if we got the extra one. Right, so I don't know whether I'm still cold or what. My hands feel cold, but I don't know. Don't know. Oh dear. Shenanigans. The UPAS project update ESP32 Shenanigans #3. A shenanigan. I wonder if we should look at what shenanigan is. Right. Right, let's ask ChatGPT what a shenanigan is. It might be surprising. What is a shenanigan? The term shenanigan is informal, typically refers to playful or mischievous activity. What? No, I wouldn't have said that. Tricks, pranks, deceitful behaviour. Oh, maybe the programs could be. It's often used to describe actions that are meant to be light-hearted or amusing, but can sometimes involve a degree of trickery or mischief. If someone is up to shenanigans, I don't think that refers to the UK. That might be another country, but I would say, I don't know. I'd say it was something else slightly. Anyway, right, where do we get to? Is it finished updating? Let's have a look at it. Let's log out, log in. Let's get rid of this and that one. Right, so we go into here, log in, go into settings. Right, we've got an extra one called egress times now. So we'll go into here. We've gone straight back. Now, there's a reason for that. It's because I haven't set one up. I forgot to set up. I was not bothered about the submit, but I haven't done the server request for this one. Right, so the server request will be when you click submit. Let's go back up to here. So submit. Where are you? The main forms. Content. Here we go. So it's looking for a egress server. So we'll have to go and create one. The best way to create one is to copy one we did earlier. Right, so we need to serve up. Let's go to settings. Settings, tokens, a lot going on here. Let's find it and copy and paste it. Right, where are you? Settings, login, network, multicast, maintenance, clock, dates, timer. Right, so dates was the last one. So copy that. Okay, and we'll call it egress. Oops. Egress. Right, so it needs to do, not dates, content needs to do egress. If that's what I called it. Can't remember. Let's go down the list. What did I call it? Egress times. Okay, let's go back and replace that for that one. Egress times, right, footer. We don't want the set it dates processor. We're actually not doing any processing. So it doesn't really need to have a processor. Does it? Maybe we can just go without it. I'm not sure if it'll let us do that. And if it doesn't, if it's not logged in, it takes you back straight to the login screen. Right, okay. Let's try that. Right, okay. Oh my god. I think I need to turn the heater up. I got some more guitars, man. Too many. I haven't showed you the best guitar. Too few parameters in function, right? So it won't let us not have her. So we'll just put in the settings processor for now. We don't need to do nothing with it. But I'll just rather than create one just for the sake of it, we'll just put that one in there. Okay, loads of server ons. Mad, isn't it? Righty here. So I've got a nice keyboard. Right. Failed. What failed? Cannot convert string to constant. What? What's he talking about? Hey? Can't convert that to there. Handle request, handle request. Oh, footer. Where's the footer? I must have got rid of too much. Hang on. I got rid of the footer. Silly me. So footer and settings. Okay. Weird. Very strange and weird. Wonderful and weird. I'm very cold now. I have to go and put a coat on in a minute. An Eskimo coat. Oh dear. Right, cold. I might have to go and get something on. Hang on. Right. We'll upload this one, test this, and I'll give you an intro. Then I'll go and get the coat on. I think sit in the coat, just blowing a blade of air through the skirting. The heater's on. The radiator was just freezing. Must be blowing this way today. They're just catching all the wind. You know what I mean? Yeah, mine. Excuse me. Oh. Right, so we've yeah. Right, we're ready to have a look. Right, so we're gonna have a look. So log in. Go on to settings. Go on to egress times. Now we've got served up our egress time web. Oh, so we've got let's see if it works. They're a bit wide. Time in seconds. So we don't really need. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. All. Does it do spinning? Yeah, spins up. Oh, 30. That was the max. And the same here. Oh, that's all right. Yeah, that'll do. Not sure about this though. Egress time in seconds. 30. Yeah. I don't need this label really. It's just wasting memory. So let's get rid of that label. Right, here we go. So we don't need that. And I wonder if we need time picker 1, time picker 2. I don't think we do. Let's try it. Let's change it to time picker and time picker. Oh, you can't have two IDs the same. And no, we probably need that then. I'll tell you what, time picker and time picker 2. That'll do. Well, I don't need an ID, do I? So what? Why I don't need an ID? Because I'm doing it off parameter. That's the first parameter in the form. So I shouldn't need an ID. Let's just, should we get rid of it? I'm not sure, have I used IDs elsewhere? Let's have a look. Right, ID, time picker, date picker, name. Yeah, I have used it. I suppose I'll keep it the same. Let's just keep it the same. Right, okay. Alright. That'll do. Right. Egress time disabled, egress time. That's going to do. Right. Okay, so now we need to create the other form. we need to. Oh, I'm going to go put you on an intro. I'm going to go and get either another shirt or something, or a coat. Oh, God. Would you believe it? Anyway, right, see you in a few minutes. Oh, I'm back again. I just realised where the cold air is coming from. There's changed the central heating, and there's a pipe going up the wall into the floorboards, and there's a big hole in the floor, and it's just like a freezing cold stream coming up out of the floorboard. It's actually warmer with the door open than it is with the door shut. The rest of the house is warm, so I'll have to report it, but they'll just laugh at me, won't they? Anyway, I've got my hat on and my coat, so crazy. The heater's on. It's blowing craziness. It's like I don't know. It's like someone's got a blower on, a freezer coming in at you. Anyway, it's only this room that suffers. It's just terrible. There's like this room overhangs to the outside, and when the wind blows under, comes through wooden slats into the floorboards and then up through the floor. I'm gonna have to report it. Okay. Right. Anyway, let's carry on. So we're going to keep the time picker. We've managed to set 30 seconds, so we need to create now the other end of it. So, and the other end of it is this form submit settings egress. So we need to go and process this settings egress. So we need to go into the bit here. This is the kind of thing here. Let's find a short form version of it. That's a long version of it. Settings, network, settings, multicast, settings, set the clock, settings, set the date. That's probably the smallest one we got. Timer, no, that's quite big. Right, so we'll go off this one. I'll tell you what, we'll go off this one. This looks smaller. So set the clock. So we'll copy this server on. It's a post server, so Put it in the right order though, past this one. Alright, so we're just going to paste that in. That's going to save us a lot of time. So we're going to call this settings egress. I can't remember. Memory's short, so settings egress. So that's it. So settings egress, and it's a post. If you put the post, it's not a get. See, the other ones are gets. If you have a look further up, after, yeah, so you see. Where are they? No, still post. Hang on, where are we? Keep going. It's too much code here. Right, see them gets. Let's get the page, and then if the user clicks something, and it goes onto the post bit. It's really boring HTML website stuff, but right. So set clock, set date, set egress. Right. So we don't need some of this stuff here. But what we don't need to introduce any previous set. I suppose it would be nice to know. Yeah, it might be nice to know what the setting is set to already. So we'll have to do that, which is easy enough. We can bring the config param up for the egress time, and we find that in params. Params here. So it's a setting, a setting param, load setting. Right. Load config param. Is it a configuration param or is it a setting? I think it's a setting param. Let's have a look through, see if we can see it. Engine name, mode of operation, packet address, port name, config packet check status, real-time clock, this is timers, reader format, program button number, no, sounder, output. Oh, as output, yeah, it's got an output, but the time is done in the settings bit. So we have to go down to the loader setting param. So real-time clock drift. Oh yeah, got some advanced stuff in here for calculating the mean value of the difference between the clock on the real-time clock and what the real time is, and altering an offset to calculate for. Very crazy idea, considering some of the earlier ones are based on there's no temperature. It doesn't. It has to calculate the temperature into the equation to change its values. Anyway, so we need to find the. I forget which one it is now. Inputs, outputs. Where's outputs? Here we go. Output. Here we go. Output impulse time and output 1 disabled impulse time. So if we read these values, we will get the one we're after. So settings dot output 1 impulse time equals get parameter. So we need to read that one there. Tell you what, let's copy this one and we can just delete off the disabled for the other parameter. So we go down here and we don't need to do any extracting or byte stuff, and we don't need to keep a value there because we've already got a value. So we need to get rid of that lot. We still have the params, we still have all this. Right, post. We've already got time picker. So we got time picker and time picker 2. Right, so okay, so we'll change this one to. Actually, we can just copy that. Let's just get rid of this one a minute. Yeah, this is the best one to do because there's not much in it. Right, so we're gonna put in. So we need to. This is gonna. Yeah, we need to. We'll have to have a setting. We'll have to have a processor to bring up the old time. Anyway, it's time for my chocolate. It's time for my chocolate. Don't tell the doctor. Right. All this time I've been pointing at the screen and you can't see it. Here you go. Right. Yeah, you must think I was mad showing you something you couldn't see. Well, I created this, copied and pasted this. Right. So we're going to do, we've got time picker. We need to introduce, at the end, we need to take this value, and instead of setting the date here, we need to set the time, so we can get rid of all that. It's off the old copy. Right, so we're going to make this setting, but we will have to save the parameter. Actually, we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. We need to just save a parameter. So we need to copy that. Oh, copy. Yeah, copy that. Hang on. Stop. Copy that over to here. Right, we'll keep these for now. These are our variables we're after. Right. So that's our struct. And this is our setting for that one. Now what we need to do is we can make that value, we can change that value directly, why not? So we don't want a string this time, we need a number, an integer. Let's just make sure, let's just have a look at this peak definition. I'm sure it's an integer, or is it a byte? Might be a byte actually. Might not be able to find it. Right, so it is a byte. I use bytes, but I should have changed it really to the C version of it. Yeah, so it is a byte, that'll do. Okay. Right, so what we need to do then is we need to take this as a number instead of a string. And I'm sure I've done it somewhere else before. String. Let's find where I've used a number instead of a string. That's a string. A value. Oh, string. String. Can't remember where I've done it now. Where did I do it last? Serial number. No. No, it's none of them. I can't remember what I did now. It's not timer. What did I do last that needed a number? Set the date and time, wasn't it? Yeah, it might have been. Where is it? Set the date and time. So timer, egress, dates, time picker. Oh, it's sending us. I did use a string in the end, and I converted it after. But you can get the value as an int. I can't remember now. Where did I do that? I did it. Maybe I changed it back again. I want the value as an int. Right. Let's show ChatGPT. Right, okay. Oh, I got rid of Chat. Oh no, there it is. Right, let's give it something else to ponder over. It's only half of the code, yeah, I know. Right. It's gonna split it down into craziness. Alright, so How to get int. Right, if you have a... Oh, what's it going to do that now? No, that's not what I wanted. P.value string to int. No, I didn't want that. I've seen it done in a different way. That's... oh, God. Right. Anyway, we'll worry about that in a minute. I can't remember now. Let's go back to... Oh, I don't know. I haven't changed that, have I? No. Right, let's go back to egress time. Ah, more chocolate, Vicar. What's going on with the stream? Anything? Hello, testing 1, 2. Right. I'll try ChatGPT one more time. Int. Does it know what I'm talking about? To int. Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted. Right. Okay. So, egress. Right, so we want this one. Yeah, so we want that one instead of that one. We want to put in there our this one here, settings, impulse time, instead of declaring a new variable. And we want, we don't, for the first one, we want just normal impulse time, not disabled impulse time. And this is for relay 1. I suppose we'll have to do it for relay 2 as well. Yeah. So we've got our value to int. Now that's okay changing it, but we need to save it. And how you save it is in a combination of these two with a function. Set time to date time picker, set egress. Egress time set to. Okay. That sets that. Now we need to go back to parameter and find the save parameter. So that's a setting. Oh, yeah. So we need to go to the top here. Get parameter, set parameter. And what this will do, it'll save it to the EEPROM. So we're going to do, the easiest way is to go into the, just trying to work out now, how do I do it from my main software? From the main software, what do I do? I can't remember. I go, yeah, I go in to set the parameter, so that's the, let's go and find it. So when my main software talks to this firmware, it goes into either an engine command. Let's try to go to the top. You can have a look at the command structs. Alright, here's my protocol. Right, switch on video. Right. I think it just sets param actually. Oh, I've just got one called set param that I go to, and you have to have a param number, but we can find it in there. Well, I can find it, and we can just go set param, find set param wherever that is. Set raw config param now. Where's set param? Here it is, set param. So this is our format we want, our minimalistic. So we can copy that over to, it is a setting param as well, so that's fine. So we go in here and we do, here we're going to save it. So we're going to set param, it's a setting, not a configuration. We're not using the packet standard now. So we need to look at, go to param, get rid of that. Where is our param gone now? Why has it closed down our param? Right, set param. So it's going to use the parameter ID is next. So we need to set the param ID, which is going to be this one here, this struct here. So it needs to be parameter ID, and it needs to be for that one. Then we got value 1 and value 2, which we need to have a look at. So it uses parameter ID for the EEPROM address, the value, which is that one, to write into there. So param2 is for another reason. Position in the list, yeah, we're not going to need that today. Request data, we don't need to send a packet data back to, if it's request data, we don't need to bring back a packet of data to say it's been done, we don't need that. So we can just set, I can state none or 0. Right, so we can set 0. 0, and then we can just put the value, which we've already set in there. We've already changed the value, but we need to save the value. That's that. We don't need packet sent back, so we can change that to false. Right, so we're done there. So that's set in. That'll change impulse one time to the value we just set. We need to change. Well, that's we need to change disabled egress time as well. So we need the one for disabled egress, and same with that one. Right, so that's them two taken care of. Them two can go now. So that'll save those two parameters. But while we're here, we might as well, right, we've got to copy this one. So we're going to have to call this, right, so we're going to have to rename some of this. Let's go back over here. Right, we called it time picker. I think we'll have to change the name. I think I'm going to call it TP and TP1, and I'm going to call this one TPD. Or should we just call it what it is? Egress time. Egress time. Right, okay, I'm going to call it what we're going to call it? We're going to call it ET1 and then we call this one DET1, and then we're going to copy this whole thing. Oh, hang on, before we do that, we've got to change this one as well to ET1 and DET1, and copy this whole thing. Right, so egress time or relay 1. Relay 1. Egress time. Right, so hang on, relay 1, relay. Oh, it is relay 1, yeah. So egress time. Yeah, I don't want to write too much text because too much text uses the memory. But I want to not to be too minimalistic because you don't know what it users don't know what it is. Right. So we'll have right. Egress time. Well, we know it's egress time. It's already there, so I don't need to write egress time again. So we'll call it relay 1. So relay 1, and we've got so relay 1. Relay 1, and then we got disabled. Yeah, that'll do. We'll see what it looks like. See what it looks like, and we're going to do the same for relay 2. So relay 2, should have a little break in there? Might as well. And this one's going to be ET2 and DT2. Okay. Now minimum 0. Do we really want to go to 0? No. We don't want a 0 egress time, do we? So we'll allow it though. We'll allow it for now. Right, so relay 2 and disabled. Okay. Yes. Let's just make sure we have got disabled egress time for relay 1 and relay 2. Right. Outputs. Right, output 1, impulse time, disabled, impulse time. Yeah, we've got settings for both separate relays. That's fine. Okay, so that's that sorted. Settings, egress. Relay 1. Do I have to write relay? Or can I put RLA? R1, R2. I'll leave it at that. Right. Everything else looks good. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to submit the form. So we need to go over to the one we've submitted, which is here. We need to change this to egress time 1. Egress time 1. Set to. So this will be relay 1. RL. Let's put it in. Relay 1. Egress time. Set egress time set to, yeah, okay. So we've got that impulse time, so we need to do another one for disabled egress time. So really one disabled egress time. Okay. So we've got them two. We need to change that to disabled egress time. There, that needs to be disabled egress time. Yeah, that's okay. Now we need to copy both of these again. In there. And we need to do egress time 2. Change that to 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 2. Right. That's it. Nothing else needs to be changed. Output 2. Repulse. Yeah, that looks good. All looks good there. What about down here? We need to save 2 more parameters. We need to change this to 2. That needs to be to 2, and that's it. We're done. We're done. So let's save all that and compile it. It might not like something, but we'll see. Should like it. Should already know about the outputs and everything else. It's got the include statement already in it. I know what I'm going to do now. I'm going to get some thicker carpet. I get some thicker carpet and jam the skirtings. Try and seal the floor with stop the wind blowing up. Right, let's have a look at that. See if there's anything happening. Right, here we go. So log out, log in, settings, egress times. So we've got relay 1 and disabled, relay 2 and disabled. Okay, so first thing we need to do is have a look at the egress times. So we've got, before we set it, we've got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And this one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we know we've got that. So let's change the egress times. So okay, so it's not showing us. It's not showing us. Yeah, we need to feed in what it already is in our settings processor. We haven't set one up yet, but so it'll show you what the value is. But at the minute, we should be able to set it to. I'm going to set it to 10. Relay 1. Right. What? That's a point. Once if you click set and it hasn't got a value, it's going to try and set it. So it doesn't matter. Right. Let's just set it. My error. No, it didn't error. Right, let's go to controls and press this button again. Count ready. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Same. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now that 10 setting was 10 It's in 250 milliseconds. I think it's in 250 millisecond times 10. So we need, if you want to set it to, let's go up to 30. Ready? 30. Right, let's try again. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to use the map function. The Arduino map function, I think. Map the seconds into milliseconds, or 250 millisecond segments. I can have a look at UPAS and have a look what the setting is in here.
Welcome to UPAS. Engine 23 is now online.
So we'll go down here. We want output 1. Here's the equivalent here in the setting: impulse time, disable impulse time. So 250 milliseconds equals 1 second. No, it's in 250 milliseconds, and 4 of them is equal to a second. So setting it to 30 was similar to 8 seconds. Yeah. So 4 equals 1 second. So that's 2 second pulse time. That was the default setting. Then you got your disable one. That's actually different. I think, what's the default on these? Right. So it will actually go up to 32. I must have limited it to 32. Let's have a look. Oh, that one goes to 60. Yeah. Yeah, because you don't want to go wild on the egress time. It's there for a reason. Impulse time. Call it impulse time there, and yeah, because it is an impulse, but in the particular application we're using, it's for egress, so that's why it's called that. Right, so we need to do a map function. Now I think ChatGPT is going to be really good at telling us how to
Thank you for using
configure the map
UPAS.
function. Right, so we'll go over to, can you create me an Arduino map function to map, well, Arduino to map 250 milliseconds. So I don't know how you're going to do it. You could just do a formula, really, couldn't you? Do you need a map? So if they select 1, it's equal to 4. We just times it by 4, couldn't we? Don't know. Do we even need a map? Not really. We don't need a map. So we just need to do, so we're setting the egress time. It's not really the egress time. We need to do it times 4. So if he says 2 seconds, it'll be times 4, because it does it in 256. Yeah. So and so equals 2 int. Gonna do times 4. Don't know if that'll work. Let's try it on that one only. Might not like it there. Might have to redo it. Might have to do it here. Let's try it. Might not like it. We'll try it there. So it's just times it by 4. But it will show us when we come to show the time back again, we'll have to map it back or divide it by 4. It's a problem because it could open up errors. Problem. like dividing by 0 and stuff. We're gonna have to sort out that. Let's yeah, because the way it does it, one digit, say 1 or 2, is two lots of 250 milliseconds. Anyway, let's just have a look what's going on. So what's blooming freezing in here now? That wind's blowing right the whole game. Right. Anyway, I'm not sure I like this yet. Anyway, it's this black and that seems to. I need to change this slightly. Different colour to this one. It's too close colour. Right. So we've got our 8-second impulse at the minute. Alright, so we'll change the egress time to okay, this is not going to be, this is good, already translating it, so I'll say 3 seconds set. Okay, go back over to here and click it. 1. Oh, something went wrong there. It's going straight on and off. Right, what went wrong? Let's have a look. Output time times 4. So I went 3 times 4. Didn't do it, did it? Can't do it there, can you? So, right, we need to we can use that because it's a byte, so we can say output times. Do we do it there? Actually, we can leave that bit alone, can't we? We can just go down to this. We're going to set the impulse time times 4. Alright, I'll just do times 4 times 4, and that'll get us our equivalent amount of times 4. So 3 times 4, yeah, that'll give us the right times. Okay, let's try that. Trial and error, trial and error, trial and error. Trial and error. So I've got to get my amateur radio equipment down, set up at some point. Got some nice shelving here to put it all up out the way. So I'm gonna have to do that. I could show you that in a bit, but anyway. Yeah, I've got to try and work out this blooming. It all depends on which way the wind's blowing. See, that's the problem. Anyway, can't win in this house. In the summer, the rooms are too hot. In the winter, they're too cold. Can't win. Right. Okay, so writing this now. Let's see if this does the trick. I can't remember. Yeah, I'm sure that value is times. Yes, times 4. Of course it is. Right. So let's have another look. Log in. Right. Set the times. So we're gonna go. Right. 2 seconds. Set. Click the relay. Yeah, working great. Look. 1, 2. 1, 2. Right, let's go back and change it to longer. Let's change it to 30 seconds. Do we want to wait 30 seconds? Actually, 30 times, yeah, it could go up. Got to be careful. Let's see what happens on 30 seconds. I know there's some limitation somewhere on how many. Obviously, you can't go. You can go up to 255. Right, let's try it. Ah, see that then? It's not working. No, there was. There might have been a I know what it was. I go into parameters. When I do set parameter, this get parameter, if it tries to set it, we're in get parameter at the minute. That's load parameter, isn't it? Right. So yeah, if it loads the parameter and it's not within a certain range here, minimum and max, it won't let it'll use the default. So we've got the default setting. Can't remember what it was now. Let's go and have a look. Peak the definition. Right, so minimum value and maximum value and default value. Yeah, so default value. So the default value is what gets sent in. Let's go back down here. So the default value is there. No, there. 60. So it will let 60. 30 times 4 is bigger than 60. That's why. So yeah, because this isn't seconds. This is 250 millisecond number of 250 milliseconds. So if I change that to that default value to the maximum 30 times 4 is 120, isn't it? Let's say 120. Let's change that to 120. And the reason is if it's a brand new EEPROM and no one set it, the values will be 255. So it will ignore those values and set the default value. Now the default value is set in another parameter. That's if I view, hang on, if I go and view the default value, you'll see that it's, no, that's not it. What am I looking at? No, what am I looking at? Hang on. That's the parameter ID. That's the default value. Oh, I must load these after. Right, yeah. So these get loaded. If I go into engine configuration, where is it? Right, engine structs. No, it's engine C. So in here somewhere. Right, here we go. Right, so we've got the config parameters. These are all the settings. And we've got the get settings parameter. We've also got a default. Somewhere we should have a default. Where is it? Alright, default parameters. Yeah, so getting the default parameters. My defaults. Where are the defaults? No, I think that must have been up there. Right, so we're, yeah, it must be, there's the config parameters. False. Right. Must be down here, settings. Here they are. Right, yeah, so, okay. Don't know where we're getting the actual value pushed in. There is default value somewhere. Not sure where it is. Is it part of this one? Config params. Oh yeah, there is a default values. Right, you want the settings params. Right, so setting params, here they are. Yeah, they've got default values, so you go down here to the outputs. The default is 2 and 4, 2 and 4. 2 times 250 milliseconds and 4 It's twice as much for disabled. That's the way defaults come in. Right, anyway, let's get back to this. So that worked okay, but then we were stuck on, these were still set to 60 seconds. So 30 seconds was the max, wasn't it? Times 4, 60, 120. So that should do it on that. So we'll use that. I'll just send that over to it and give it a go. Give that one a go. Why not? Right. Full of chocolate. Do you know what chocolate fire guard is? Right. Do you want to see a chocolate fire guard? Yeah. Oh. Chocolate fire guard. Whoops. That's it. So chocolate fire guard. Let's have a look. Maybe get it open. What on earth is this? What we got here? It's looks big on there. It's tiny. Oh. There, it looks like I've got a massive guitar. Look at that. It looks like a massive guitar, but yeah, it's tiny. It's got to be the most rubbish piece of stuff ever. I only paid £3 for it, but needs to go to someone who could use it. I don't know why I've got it. Why have I got it? Need to sell it. Get rid of it. Does anyone know to tune in? Anyway, get rid of that one. Right. Okay, where do we get to? Right, let's get back on. Right, we've just uploaded it. Right, let's go on to it. So, right, let's choose a egress time of 30 seconds. Click save. And will it give us 30 seconds? Don't know. Let's see, it certainly looks like it. It's doing it at the minute, isn't it? Oh, one more chocolate. Let's have the last of the chocolate. Right, go on in. Spoil yourself. Bit of chocolate. Didn't have no lunch all day, no tea, nothing. No, no lunch at work, nothing all day. That's about 30 seconds, wasn't it? Seemed a long time. Right, let's do it again. Ready? We'll watch the clock here. I'll click it when it gets to the 0. Ready? 3, 2, 1, click. We'll use its own clock as a timer to see. Right, so we've queued a few things. Normally, in egress time, you want anything from about 2 seconds to about 7 seconds. I've got a disabled egress time, so we need to give them a bit longer to get through in the wheelchair or whatever. Yeah, that was 30 seconds. Okay, now let's see if it's overwritten this one. See that? It set that to 0 because we didn't supply anything. So we need to sort that out. When we didn't supply anything here on relay 2, we didn't supply any data. So we'll save it on that. Right, now we'll go back to controls. Now this one won't work. Yeah, it clicked on and off. Now this one will give us 2 seconds. Yeah. So we need to have some default values really. Now it's set, we don't want 0. So really we don't want a 0. So we have to go back over here. We don't ever want a 0. So really we need to say minimum is 1 second. But 1 second's not really good, but say minimum's 1 second. Let's try that. The only problem is they're not providing anything, are they? But we haven't done that bit yet. We need to put the amount in there that it's already set to so they can know what to adjust it by. Although it's not absolutely necessary, it's nice to know what it was set to. So we'll do that next. I'm just trying to think if we can provide a default value. Let's ask ChatGPT if we can provide a default value. Alright, paste. How to set default value. Oh, I think I wrote that down. To set a default value for the input field, use the value attribute. Okay. Okay, let's do that. Although it will take a default value from the system, really. So I don't really need to take up more text with a value that's going to be changed anyway. Right. Yeah. So let's do that now. Let's just do right, so to give it the default value, we need to have a percentage in here, value. Let's just have a quick look at his code again. Right, where's he putting a value? There. So that value we need to put it in here. Right, we need value, and we need to do percent, and then the value will be, I'll call it ET1. Okay, let's copy that. Oh no, yeah, it's ET1. Then we want a default. Oh, we need the whole thing. Right, we need that value of DT1. We need, and this is where the engine, the processor will kick in. So ET1, ET2, and DT2. That's that sorted. So I never noticed if we're getting, yeah, we went straight back out. That's fine. Went straight back out of it to there, because once you set it, you finish that screen, you might as well go back to settings, so that's fine. So that's there. So we need to just make our engine processor now. That's going to be quite easy. So at the minute we're set to, where is it? Settings processor. Oh yes, takes us back as soon as we've done it, straight back to settings. But we want when it's served up, we need to go up here. We need to go back up to keep going. Right, egress. See this egress here? We need to change the settings processor for let's peak the value. Right, we need a new processor called it won't be set in, set clock, set for dates. Right, it needs to be here, so we need one here. Alright, so we saved it there. We're going to call it settings, set dates. So settings, egress. Hang on, what was I called the other one? Set dates. Set egress. Oh, set doesn't set egress. I'll just call it egress. Right, settings egress. So we just got to go here to. Right, we need to put those values in there now. Right, so we need to put this value in there. Oops, where have we gone? We've lost it. Okay, let's just change it now. Settings, egress, processor, go to that one. Okay, we've got the egress processor. We need to swap that out for that one. We can do that one. Change that one. And that one. So we've got 4 values, that's all we need. I can get rid of these other values. And more, get rid of them. Okay. Right, so we change that to DET1 and then ET2 and DET2. And we need to get rid of this return thing. It does use these. Oh yeah, we don't need to read anything, that's fine. We can do it, translate it directly. So all we need now is those values again. We need just to read the value of let's I've got to go back and find it now. It's up here, is it? Somewhere. Here it is. So these values here. So we just need that one. Actually, we will have to divide it by 4. Okay. Let's go back. Right, here we go. So we want. We'll have to turn it into a string though. String. Return a string. It's the output egress time, but it'll be divided by 4. Okay, we'll do the same again for all the rest. We'll change them in a minute. Okay, so we got disabled impulse time. Okay, we need to change this to 2 and that to 2. Right, so what happens if the disabled input time is, so the minimum was 1, wasn't it? So divided by 4 is 250. Right, yeah, so it's gonna, yeah, so now it'll that impulse time is already times 4, so it'll be 4, and divide by 4 is 1. Might work, we might get an error, depends if we've got it contained well. So, or we could just do more code and waste more memory just checking not to bother to implement it. I think it'll be alright because we've taken care of it in other places. So that's that. Okay, so we should be alright with that then. Should be all right now. So that's going to report that one back. It's not going to. This is only going to bring it up on the screen. Right, let's try that. So what we should find now, when we open it up the next time round, it'll put whatever values are in the settings into those. As long as we've done it right here, yeah. ET2, DT2. As long as we've done it, yeah. It should bring the right values in, right? It doesn't like some egress processor was not declared in this scope, so we just need to copy that into here. Login processor, we need to put it there. That's it. Need to keep it in our include. Right, sip on the drink. Right. Yeah, I wonder if anyone's actually fell asleep on a live stream. Can you imagine that? You're sitting there like that, people get more views when you're asleep. Alright. Oh my god. What time we got? How long have we been going? 2 hours 22. Oh, do another 45, 40 yards, 50 minutes. And then, what time is it? 22, yeah, probably by about 11, I think. Knock it on the head. Knock it on the head, knock it on the head. Knock it on the head. Sorry, I didn't realise you're still on that view, aren't you? Oh my god, I forget to look over there. You won't be able to see what I've been doing. Oh well, it's not that interesting, I think. Sorry. Keep forgetting about that. Right. Yeah. I've got the screen there and a screen there and I still forget. Right, let's go back up here. Still compiling. You have to change this. I don't quite like that darker colour when you got this one. Right, unless we put a little bit of a gap here. And it'll look weird. So, yeah. Don't know. Maybe I'll just make it a different colour. Or we'll just leave it. I don't know. I'll have a look on the phone, see what it looks like on a phone. The phone is the main place, really. Everyone uses their phone these days. That's an ideal interface, really. The hell is that? Alright. Okay. Right. So we've done that. Right, so we go into this. Is it caught up? Alright, so log into that. There's a delay on it. Alright. Go into settings. Yeah, we've got a delay on it. Right, egress time, and it should bring up 4 times now. Right, so we've got 0, 0, 2, and 0. And that's because when we clicked save last time, we didn't have any values in there. So if we go egress time 2 seconds, disabled 4 seconds, relay 2 seconds, disabled 4 seconds. Let's make them different. So let's say 4 seconds and 8 seconds. 2, 4, 4, 8. Set. Now if we go and have a quick peek, yeah, 2, 4, 4, 8. That's working well. Okay, so go out of here, into controls, and try it. That's 2. What was this one? 4 seconds, wasn't it? Yeah. So 2 seconds, 4 seconds. Now, you might well have noticed we have only got the normal impulse time, not the disabled time. Now, this is just to let people in or out. The whole reason to having 2 different times is when you program the fob on the tokens, from the main software, you can tell it you want a disabled egress time. Let's just go back to that a minute. Let's launch that. Let's have a look at that. Alright, let's have a look at that.
Welcome to UPAS.
Alright, let's bring over
Engine 23 is now online.
Okay. Right, so let's go into what was I going to do? Oh yeah. Right, so that disabled egress time, which I showed you down here on the output, should say relay really, but I mean it is an output. So we've got 8 and 7. Right, so those settings there. If you want to go into this one, oh hang on, this one, and go on to users. We've got Steve Wozniak. We'll just use Steve Wozniak as a reference. You've got his assigned token here, which is his number, his access, unrestricted, and its function. Right, most access controls systems, they impulse relay. Now on mine I've got more options. If we go on to restrictions, your function here, you can toggle it. It defaults to impulse in relay 1. You can impulse relay 2, impulse relay 1 with anti-passback for 30 seconds, so you can't use it again for 30 seconds. And you got impulse relay 2 with anti-passback. Then you got impulse 1 with extended egress time. So that is your disabled egress time. And you got impulse 2 with extended egress time. Right, now impulse 1 with super user anonymous tracking. So if you're the boss and you don't want to have anything recorded on the events, then you do that. Same with impulse relay 2. Then you can do conference. If you swipe a room and you've got a token that's assigned as a conference, like for instance, if I click that and do update, that function is now a conference. Now you might say, what's a conference do? Well, basically it'll lock open the door. No, it'll open the door for you, but what it won't do is unless anyone else has got a conference card, it won't let them in the door, even if they're normally allowed in that door. If it's in conference, that room, and they haven't got the conference card, they can't come in. Right, so that's that one. What else we got here? Toggle 1. Right, so you can set it to, oh, let's go around a minute. Toggle 1, where are you? We'll update that. Okay, so toggle 1. So all that does is the same as clicking a button. You swipe it once, it'll toggle it on. You swipe it again, it'll toggle it off. And we could so none of that you can't. None of that's settable. I'm pretty sure there was. Didn't I include something in there? Anyway, so that's what you do. But we obviously haven't got all that feature. What else have we got here? Toggle to my camera, so you can use your swipe to switch a camera or to point to or enable the camera. Call reception. You can initiate like you swipe something and it'll call reception. You could have a disabled refuge or whatever you want, and it'll alarm something or call reception. Right, that's it. You can add into that, but that's it at the minute. Right, access group. That is basically you can assign multiple doors to a certain person or disallow some doors according to your access group. Right, that's that. So go out of that. Minimize this. We want to. Now, it's the token gatherer. I'm pretty sure you could do something with the token here. Toggle the function. Yeah, see that? So I could read the tokens in this. Let's just read them.
Gather complete.
Right, so that's overwritten because the database had only got one token. It's overwritten them, so it's actually changed it here. I had some tokens in there, but now there's only that one, which is that one there. Right, but it won't show you the tokens function. Actually, I ought to allow it to show you the function. That's the memory location. I ought to say, show me the function. Really. But I think you can toggle the function. Doesn't change it straight away though, does it? Alright, let's change it back to impulse 1. Now, can I send to site broadcast? Alright, so I need to, I forgot how you do this now. Engine, merge. Right, so it's sent over to merge. Once you're in the merge, you can send it. So we can send it to the engine. Awaiting number of tokens.
Send complete.
Right, so not quite sure if it sent it. We'll try again. I normally get a bleep off it.
Send complete.
Okay, so it's impulse 1. Don't even know if I got that token handy. Can't find it. Anyway, that's going off on a bit of a tangent. Let's just learn. Yeah, so that's the one. It's a different token. Anyway, so you can do weird stuff with it. But what I was trying to do is we might want to, yeah. So what I was saying is if we go to disabled egress time, or hang on, right, impulse 1 extended, so disabled egress time. So we do that. Oh, we're on merge already, so can we send it?
Send complete.
Right, so yeah, so actually let me gather.
Gather complete.
Oh, why is it? Oh, because it's only gathered one, isn't it? Yeah, I can't send it from here. So this is the way you do it from the network version. So you don't really do it the same way. I can have it done 2 different ways. So this is the way we use it on the main desktop. This one. So I've got to work out how far I want to go with this. It's only supposed to be the cheaper version, the very cheaper version of the whole thing that sell multiples of, and the idea you're supposed to go to the other version. You want to do extended stuff. Anyway, let's close that. So we're going to...
Thank you for using UPAS.
Alright, so we're going to do... just check out this now. See, right, let's just make sure we're okay on that. This bar, is it okay being like that? It's okay at the minute. I don't mind it at the minute. I'll leave it as it is. Right. So let's see what this looks like on a phone now. Let's get it up on the phone. Righty-ho. Let's get it up on the phone. Right, let's go there. Let's get this off the screen. Right. So we're on the phone. Doesn't look too bad. Alright. Doesn't look too bad. Looks alright. I can cope with that. Alright, so we're logging in. Save password. No, go on and save it. I don't care. Right, settings. Egress time. Anyway, we've got some progress done because we can set the egress time now. Yeah, we can set the egress time. And it looks okay, the egress time. Yeah, it looks alright. Yeah, so that's one more off the list. Needed the ability. It's going to be it for tonight, but I'm going to needed the ability to restrict. Basically, if there's already someone connected to it, just to let the user, just to let them know that if they click login, it's going to disconnect the current user. It might be they've got it on another computer and they've moved to another room and they just want to take control of it, and they don't mind logging them out, so they have to log them out. So when they put a valid password, it logs the other person out. That's fair enough. So you can't log them out unless you've logged in. Because there's two things, you see. There's go back. There's when you just enter the. See if I just put the address in. Right, I'll reboot the controller. So I've just rebooted the controller and I'll put let it boot up and I'll put the address in. And before you do anything, it takes you straight to this login screen. So as soon as you log in, you are gonna knock out the other person. So I suppose if there's already someone connected, it can just do a reset, but maybe not. You might have to wait while it resets and try to connect. I just don't want multiple people logging in. It's nice to have multiple people logging in, but I'm using a lot of memory, and I don't want multiple versions or interaction between two users. You can't really have that. I mean, let's just show you, right? So we'll open that up. We'll get another browser up. What should we have? Right, let's get another browser up. Right, so we've got this is DuckDuckGo browser. DuckDuckGo. Right, so we'll have this one up here. That's as small as it goes, so we'll put the same address in. Alright. So actually looks different because that's as small as this one goes. That browser's a bit rubbish. It's as small as it goes, but anyway, you can alter that one up and down. So we've got Chrome, DuckDuckGo. Let's get Brave browser up. Why not? What's it saying? Right, so we've got Brave browser. Alright, let's just get this. Why has it got purple on it? I don't know. Okay. Oh, God, there's nowhere to put your click into. What? What a silly browse that is. 192.168.0.98. Right, so we've got 3. What's this here? Bookmarks. Show bookmarks. Right. So yeah, all these browsers are slightly different. Oops. Let's get them all the same size. That's a small. Oh, it will go smaller, that one. Right, so we've got 3 up. So we've managed to get 3 up. Now, yeah, it is updating, but slightly slower. See that? It's sharing the between. Struggling a bit. I'd say it's struggling a bit. Right. So now, if I try to, hang on, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll switch on the below. You can see down here the OLED display. If you see that flash, it'll reboot itself. So as soon as I try to do something like login, don't know what that's doing. It's lost the CSS. It's run out of memory. Let's try again. Yeah, it's got it now. Right, now these are still updating. Yeah. A bit slow. Yeah, they are going. I've told it to update each one every second, so it is struggling to keep up. Don't forget we're streaming as well through the same system. So, what can we do? Right. Basically, if I try to, I can click one on. It's going to be a hell of a delay. It basically doesn't work well when there's more than one. So we need to log somebody out. We need to somehow automate the process of logging someone out. It should really give you a message saying you've been logged out. Or timeout. We need a timeout, don't we? That's exactly what we need. We just answer our own question. We need a timeout. But what about if you want it on your phone and you want it quickly to connect to let someone through a door? Anyway, let's close these down. Let's go back to that one. Yeah. So let's go back to that one. Anyway, so we've got to work out what we're going to do about this login in business. It shows you information. You should be able to go from there to about. We've got to have a little bit of a description going on saying this is an ESP32 controller made by Dave Jones, whatever, and it's that's it basically. Probably it might tell you the default password. Default password. If they've changed it, they've changed it. Simple as. If they've gone into settings and changed the login here, then they've changed it. Nothing I can do about that. The only way to get it back is you'll have to reflash the firmware or something, or there's a reset procedure on the button, but the minute that's being used to toggle the access point and station mode there. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. I've had enough now. How long has that been going? Yeah, a bit early. A few minutes early. Right. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. We've got to do some more work on it. Not today though. Alright, thanks for watching. Have a good day. And catch you up maybe tomorrow night if I feel up to it. Bye bye for now. Ta-ra.